How would you describe the protesters' acts, obviously turning violent on the streets?
Well, I live in Washington, D.C., and on Saturday, Black Lives Matter Washington, D.C. had a car protest, and I was encouraged to see the protest. I was there myself and participated during the day and was encouraged to see the diversity of the participants. They were white, they were black, they were Asian American, they were Latinx, they were old and they were young, and they were all protesting again police brutality, but also, to Laura's point, talking about some significant policy and other changes that are necessary for progress here. I think that the rioting can often damage communities, and we have to be very careful about making sure that when we stir people up, that we give them a channel, that we give them a way to express the feelings, to express the emotion. And I think that's what we're seeing with a lot of these riots. We're seeing a combination of people feeling like the system doesn't work, that they've tried doing it the right way, and so why continue trying to do it the right way when we're not getting results? Although I do think some results have come from especially the movement over the past decade, and certainly the movement over the past few generations. But I do think police in a lot of places were surprised by the amount of attention and by the groundswell of support that this movement has gotten so quickly. But it really has been a culmination of things. So the first thing is, African Americans have been significantly and severely impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, which I know we'll discuss. On top of that, you have these 3 publicly seen murders over the past few months in the United States, and add on top of that, black businesses were largely shut out of the Paycheck Protection Program that the government passed to respond to the COVID-19 pandemic. And so, and of course, unemployment had historic lows, but African Americans have suffered with higher unemployment and have also been on the front lines in many essential jobs, whether it's in the healthcare field or working in other spaces. And so, again, African Americans are having to put themselves at significant risk, and the cumulative effect of all of those pieces, I think we've seen play out in the streets of America over the past several days. And progress will come, but we have to make sure that from the local level, state level, and federal level, that our politicians, that our leaders are responsive to the calls from protesters for positive change here, because if they're not, then we'll be in this situation again soon.